World-class, championship caliber, and that's how I want you to conduct yourself in this ring. That said, Mr. Horn, Mr. Crawford, gentlemen, let's do this.
Terence Bud Crawford. We are underway for the world title fight. Crawford and Horn. And let it be noted, Robert Byrd, the third man inside the ropes. The veteran
distance. Every time Horn steps in, he gets out just far enough, and he tries to counter just like there.
Getting after it pretty early here.
He lunges in just like that with his head.
Oh, Horn comes in with a right hand that lands flush on Crawford.
Right hand and caught Crawford backing out.
Comes back in, and there's Crawford that does check that right hand. Pretty good looking opening round here, and good exchange there as Crawford able to land. Horn had to carry the weight from lightweight up to welterweight and win a crown. That is what he's trying to do tonight. The American from Omaha, Bud Crawford, round number 2. Left hand to the body from Crawford. Undoubtedly a bigger guy. Naturally the bigger man. Not the better athlete, not the more much ago with the reaction time of Crawford. It's a left hand that comes in from...
When you're in there, I'd slide around him a little bit more, but you're going chest, body, overhand, you've got a mark on you, it looks fantastic, so it's all good.
Telling him how well he did. Rushton's an interesting character. Part Tony Robbins, part Chuck Norris.
On the relationship of trainer to fighter. That time he came forward and Bud nailed him.
Right hook.
Charging in with a right hand, and now they exchange in the middle of the ring.
That once he counters, Horn steps back with his hands down to try to reset, and he's following him out.
All that Bud Crawford overcame to arrive to this mountaintop of a career.
There it is.
Time, defensive flaw. Crawford couldn't take advantage, but a left hand hits the mark. And now a pop jab, and a good left hand in the combination.
Dropping his hands, moving out at distance, close range.
Excellent round from Bud Crawford.
And you see the swelling already over the time, Adam.
You've got to slide around him, can't stand in front.
Pulling away, and Terence is smart enough to follow him and land that 1-2.
They put a grease on that brow of the right eye
of Crawford later in the fight. He's not working the body. No. And if you look at his back, he's a welterweight.
Broad and muscular. He also has reach just beyond his measurable height. Another good lead left hand from the Nebraskan. And great to have Andre Ward, of course, retired last year, #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world when he did. Vasily Lomachenko, who vie for that title to be called the world's best. Tonight would be a crowning achievement to become a 3-division champion if Crawford keeps up like this. Good start to round him.
From the outside, he wants to stay right in front of him, block and counter, block.
A 9th round as Horn did against Pacquiao. And with this skill level you're seeing with Bud Crawford, now you see why.
Well, Bud Crawford don't want to be here. If he's there, he wants to be there. He should be.
Horn said, "I'll test his soul." I think it's quite the opposite. I think that Crawford is testing Horn's soul.
He's pushing him around. You can see that redness above the right eye as he sends back Horn. Crawford's in control.
Sliding around him right, up and down, hitting from all angles, overhand, uppercut.
Changes, he reminds him, when something good happens. That's exactly what happened in the 10th round against Manny Pacquiao when he was almost TKO'd in the 9th.
Yes, absolutely.
See broken rhythm pressure. Explain that to us.
Broken rhythm pressure is basically
up against the limits of his size and his age. Right now, Horn is coming up, at least against Crawford, the limits of his talent. He's paying a price for it now.
He's trying. I mean, he's giving his best foot forward.
Rushton says you just got to land a few shots. It's a lot easier said than done, even on the inside.
Good uppercut that time from Bud Crawford. The left hand landed.
We're not sparring. Now he's going downstairs.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
That took the air out of Horn right there.
Bozeman is sitting ringside for this fight on ESPN+. Honored to have the award-winning actor with us. Mark Wahlberg also here tonight, as is Rick Ross and many NFL stars to come see the great Bud Crawford.
Womack just wants Terence to keep working that body, wear him down.
Thing to happen.
Yes.
They need that miracle. They need to find that magic that they found somehow late against Pacquiao. But this isn't Manny Pacquiao in the autumn of his career. This is a prime Bud Crawford.
They need Terence to make a mistake. And I don't think that's going to. Everything is all set up by the jab from Crawford.
Lead left hand from Crawford. And you just
And to himself, what is holding this young man up?
By the way, there was so much made of the judging in the fight against Pacquiao for Jeff Horn. And then there was the review of the scores.
Nor is it going to come down to the referee, who's the subject of so much debate. What would Robert do? What would Robert?
Crawford switched back right-handed. And he did that because he wanted to land that.
Placed left hands all night long. Now orthodox is Bud Crawford. There is the left hook. And this is where he can be most dangerous, Mark.
Crawford will lay on his, see him lay on that left side.
Punching between punches and a flush left hand. And here comes Bud on the attack. Half minute to go in round 8. Can he finish him? Strafing shots to the head. Horn is hurt. Body shot. Left hand came just short. Oh, nearly floored him there.
Take day. Breathe.
Straight to sleep. Just relax. Breathe it in.
You've got to stay on the whole time. We're all good. He's good.
He's good.
Good? He's good.
Will he soon be a 3-division champion?
With a round like that in evidence, if you're Glenn Rushton and you love your fighter, how long do you let this thing go on?
About boxing. Only takes one punch.
He has been thoroughly dominated. He has been hurt. He has been outclassed. But all it takes is one go of it. And he's still coming forward.
Yeah, Crawford knows he's weak and he's stepping to him. He knows that he doesn't have the power on his punches like he did early in the fight. So now he's stepping to him and he's
His corner to at least factor that in. I don't think we're there yet.
I mean, I get you, but
it's a consideration.
I disagree.
Big left hand, right hook, uppercut, sends him back. Another left hand and a knockdown score. Let's see what Crawford does with it. Here he comes, backs him up with a left hand again. Horns in the corner, uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over. We celebrated an undefeated.
He is tough for anybody in the welterweight division.
We have been blessed on ESPN to watch Vasily Lomachenko. Official. They are ready to party here in Vegas for the kid from the US of A.
And now the new, undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford.